Hey guys, what is going on?
Alright, so this is the third clip I'm making so far as I'm trying to make this 3 months video. Yeah, it's day 48 before CSAT. I think I would have explained it. I don't know. There are a lot of clips that I have to make before I put this clip inside the video. But anyway, it's day 48. People are getting their results for the university admission, and it's quite interesting. Some people got accepted already. I mean, they passed the first stage of screening. Some people have failed. They are put as
Alright, let me just stop myself here and let's go back. There are a few things I have to explain before I continue, like...
It's day 48 before CSAT.
Here, what is CSAT? Well, CSAT stands for Cancer, Syphilis... No, that's a bad joke. It stands for College Scholastic Ability Test. It is the name of the Korean university entrance exam, and majority of high school students take it before graduation. And that includes me, obviously. It takes place once a year, and it's one of the exams in the country that is pretty hyped by a lot. Alright, next question would be...
It's quite interesting. Some people got accepted already. I mean, they passed the first stage of screening.
That. What do I mean, first stage of screening? In order to understand that, I'll quickly brief you about how university admission works in Korea. It might sound confusing and most definitely boring, but I'll try to do this as least so as possible. The admission process is simple. Number 1, choose an evaluation method. By that I mean I get to decide how a university evaluates my qualification in entering their school. I'll give examples on this later. Number 2, prepare forms and applications for said evaluation method. These are things like student report book, self-statements, etc. Number 3, submit the said forms and applications within the said evaluation method deadline. There are 2 deadlines at very different times of the year, but the only one we need to care about is the one in September, between 11th and 15th, depending on the university. Number 4, take required exams for said evaluation method if necessary. For example, for students who apply to a sports department, they are required to take a physical fitness test around November to December. Similar goes for art students and other things. Number 5, wait results, and number 6, get results. And that's it. Let me use one of my university application process as an example. Number 1, choose an evaluation method is activity-focused method. Number 2, prepare forms. I was required to prepare a student report book, 5,000 character long self-statement, and teacher's recommendation essay. Number 3, submit the set forms submitted on September 13th. Number 4, take required exams. I do have an extra exam, this sort of. I'll get to this later. Number 5, wait, and number 6, get results online. Yep. Yeah. First thing I want to explain is what activity-focused method is. Activity-focused method is the name of an evaluation process that is separated into 2 stages. The first stage is called application evaluation stage, and this is where they analyze every bits of information in your school report book, your self-statements, and other files you submitted. Based on the school's philosophy in quality students, they score your application out of 1,000 or whatever their maximum score is. The school later qualifies about double or triple the number of students they can actually accept and disqualifies the rest. I'll talk about why they qualify more people than necessary later on in the video. But anyway, by the point of this video, I'm still waiting for the results of the first stage. The second stage is an interview. This is where they ask me questions specifically to gain more information about certain activities I've claimed to have done in my applications and my determination in studying in the field. They yet again score us based on it and finally qualify just enough students for their school and disqualify the rest. Alright, that's activity-focused method, and it's the most complicated, time-consuming, but surprisingly the most popular evaluation method in the country at the moment. If you noticed, I didn't mention the entrance exam, CSAT, at all in the evaluation method. That's because it doesn't require it. You don't need to take CSAT to enter a university if you apply with activity-focused method, with some universities as exceptions. Alright, so that's a quick summary of how things go on in Korean university admission at the moment. Let me just quickly slide over to the universities I applied to and get back to the video. Number 1, Pohang University of Science Technology. Number 2, Gwangju Institute of Science and Technology. Number 3, Korea University. Number 4, University of Seoul, not to be confused with Seoul National University. Number 5, Konkuk University. Number 6, Inha University. Number 7, Sungseo University. Alright, let's go back.
There are people who could pass the first stage, there are people who already passed the first stage, and there are people who have no chance of passing the first stage. So basically what I'm trying to say is, people got their results. I haven't got mine yet because it's coming out on October 24th. That's the earliest for Gwangju Institute of Science and Technology. And it made me wonder how I would react, or how my friends would react when I get my result. And I wish my results would come soon. At the same time, I don't want it to come that early because I'm not prepared for the interview and CSAT and all that stuff. So yeah, just random ranting, I guess.
Something I didn't mention is that all the universities I applied for are top tier, whereas my friends and most of the students in my school, for the matter, did not apply to top tier universities. It feels weird to say that myself, but it was true that I was one of the top students in the school. I'm saying all this because that information is relevant in the upcoming clip.
Oh, I forgot to tell you guys something. The friends that got the university admission results for their first stage at least, when I heard about them, I started thinking, what if I wrote for kind of lower universities? I probably would have already explained to you guys about the universities I wrote and why I wrote for them and how I got to write for them. But anyway, when I was first thinking about writing for lower universities, I thought it wouldn't be that great even if I get accepted because they're not so great compared to Seoul National University or POSTECH or any other universities that I'm writing for. But as I'm hearing my friends getting accepted for universities that I thought were poor, I felt happy for them and I kind of envy them, although not really. I'm not sure how to feel about it, but I feel happy for them, and if I were in their place, I would feel happy too. So maybe I'll feel happy, I don't know. But so yeah, kind of a weird feeling. Maybe I should have wrote for worst universities. Maybe I'm doing fine. It's just that I didn't get my results yet and my friends did, so I kind of get nervous. I don't know. Just
Hey guys, it's day 44 and fuck, I came late to school. And I'm probably not supposed to be doing this because since I came late to school, I should be studying the amount that I didn't for like the last 2 hours since I'm late by 2 hours. But I felt the need to make this video because, I mean, I feel lazy to make these videos, but I imagine my future self trying to compile and wanting to compile these kind of videos, so I felt like I need to be less lazy about it. So I'm currently in my class. The lights are out, Thanksgiving Day, so everyone's just gone. But anyway, I guess I could show you around my class by changing the camera. Alright, so this is my class. It's pretty different from other schools that I've seen. I've gone to other schools before because I'm trying to admit to different high schools, but yeah. The seat that I sit on is the front. The seat, I normally don't like to sit in the front row. Normally I want to sit in the second row because second row is, well, I can't extend my leg out And that's annoying because I don't know, it's just something that I got used to, and extending my leg to the maximum. So it's easier if I sit in the second row, but I got placed on the first, so whatever. Maybe a cultural difference, but in our school, in Korean schools actually, there are a lot of blankets. It was one of the things that shocked me when I came to Korea. So they like wrap this around their legs as if it's a second layer of skirt, and yeah, that keeps them warm. So yeah, I think that's it. I mean, well,
On day 45, a thought came to my mind. The fact that it's day 45 means it's about, CSAT is about a month and a half away, and that excludes the interviews that I'm going to have. Interview for GIST will be happening this month, as long as I pass the first stage of screening. First stage of screening will be announced, as I said before, 24th of October, and that kind of gets me nervous. The main thing that actually gets me nervous is the CSAT, because I'm not really great at it.
And I'm gonna stop myself again, because if you've been paying attention, you might remember that I applied through activity focus method and that it doesn't require CSAT. So why am I talking about CSAT, and why am I counting down to that day? That is because for the last two universities, NHI and Sungseo University, I applied through a simpler evaluation method called study focus method instead of activity focus method. So that this video doesn't get any more boring, I won't go into the details of what study focus method is, but it's a much simpler evaluation method that I chose for NHI University and Sungseo University. This method comes with an additional requirement called CSAT minimum rank requirement. It requires all applicants to score at or above a requirement in a specific number of subjects in CSAT. Meeting it is not really easy, so I kinda have to study for the exams. That wouldn't be the case if I were to qualify for any one of the first 5 universities that don't require CSAT, but I have to think of the worst case scenario where I fail all the 5 instead. To understand the difficulty of meeting this requirement, and to understand what I'm going to be talking about throughout this clip, I'll talk about the scoring system of CSAT. CSAT follows a relative ranking system, as in the ranking you receive for each subject does not directly depend on your marks, but rather on how much better you did compared to other examinee. Let's say you scored 94, and the top 4% of the examinee got scores within the range 100 to 94. Thank the fucking Lord, because that means you got rank 1. Rank 2 is the next top 7%, which could have a score range of 93 to 87, and rank 3 being the next 12%, and so on. The thing about the score range is that it can change depending on the exam. If everyone had a hard time in the exam, the top 4% might have a wider range, perhaps 100 to 90. If it was easier, then the range could narrow to from 100 to 97, or be even worse and have no range at all. On top of that, most of the examinees try extremely hard over years to get a higher rank, and difficulty is adjusted based on how good the examinees become, so that no matter how smart everyone is, only the smarter can get rank 1. What I'm trying to say here is that in this system, it does not matter how good you are, but how much better you are. Well, enough about that, and let's quickly go over the requirement I'm supposed to fulfill. I won't get into the details, but my plan for NHI University's requirement is to get rank 2 in biology and rank 2 in English. For Sungseo University is rank 5 in maths, rank 2 in biology, and rank 2 in physics. With that said, let's go and see what my past self wants to say about this.
Out of 50 marks so far, for physics, I've been getting 39 for the mock exams that I've been taking myself. And my biology, I'm doing worse in biology, which is not a good sign. Anyway, I have to get above 40 for me to be safe with getting rank 2. And I feel like I'm getting there with
physics, but I'm not sure about biology. It's pretty hard. So I'm I'm taking another internet lecture series. I'm gonna finish it this month, and I'm also taking another lecture for interview. I don't know what it's gonna teach me, but it's about interviews, so I think I should be watching it. So I watch that when I go back home, when it's around 10. I mean, from around 11, and then I watch that, and yeah, that's how my days are going so far. Great, I think everyone left for lunch. Let's see. Yep, everybody left for lunch. This time I'm trying to not shake in my video as much as possible because I was watching back at the videos that I made last time, and I shake a lot, so I'm trying my best to not shake. I'm sorry about that. So day 32. This is not going so well. I mean, the last time I made a video was like day 43 or something, 45 maybe, and I said it was like 1.5 months left, and now it's even closer. So yeah, this is my self-study class. Pretty ordinary, if I say so myself. I don't know if this kind of thing exists in your country, whoever you are watching this. If you're Korean, studying a Korean education system, then yeah, this is a normal thing. This is where I study. As you can see, it's pretty damn clean. I mean, well, this is also supposed to be a seat, but nobody sits here, so this is my half. I put my books there. I also have my cabinets there. And so this is my half, this is this person's half. The reason why I have nothing here is, first of all, I came late again. And second, I'm studying in the lecture room, which I'll be showing you guys later. So I gotta go out and eat, so I'm gonna take this. By the way, it's lunchtime, which is why no one's here, and which is why the lights are out. I'm gonna take this. Right, so, yeah. Someone brought a multi-tab and start charging their stuff here. They bring like tablets and laptops here. Some of them wants to like research something here. I don't know why they want to do stuff on their laptop here when there's a computer room over there. But the people with tablets like this, they watch lecture here. Sometimes I watch my lecture with my phone here, but I'm trying to save up my data. This is where my data comes from. I just press on this button and yeah, it lights up right here. And then I can start using it as if it's a Wi-Fi. But anyway, yeah, this is my cabinet. I'll probably spend another time explaining to you guys about how I've been studying, but if you see down here, this is all this is all Korean, and then there's these three which are maths. The books down here are books that I don't use anymore. Books up here are books that I'm supposed to be using, but now these, how many, 6 books are maths, but now I don't need them anymore because I've given up on maths. There is a different reason. There's a reason why, and I'll be explaining that later. This is mock exams, physics, biology, calculus 2, biology, physics. So yeah, I don't even know what this file is. I haven't touched them for a while. But I don't touch these books most of the time. I'm supposed to be using these later, but I'm more busy studying the books over there. So yeah, there are a lot of great students here. I mean, well, I can't say they're great. They're comparatively great by comparatively, I mean compared to my school students. We're not great students. Oh, no one's there. Yep, this is the lecture room. The computers are better than mine. What's me? I kind of want to take it away because they're so much better. It's so much quieter, faster because it has SSD in it, and mine has like a 4-year-old hard drive. Anyway, yeah, this is where I've been studying. Well, I haven't been really studying. I've been more well, that's also considered studying. I've been practicing interview, how to answer a few questions, and like expecting what questions they will ask me and trying to come up with an answer for that. So yeah, this is our lecture room. People watch internet lecture. That's it. That's it. I told you the clips are badly documented. That's it for the episode. What I wanted to show for now was what kind of situation I'm in and in what kind of environment I'm living them. I didn't do a good job at that though, so let me summarize. By the start of this video, the students and I already submitted our applications to our desired universities, whether through activity-focused methods or score-focused methods. And now I'm studying and watching internet lectures to prepare for future interviews and study for CSAT and meet the minimum ranking requirements. I'll have to study biology and physics and hit rank 2 in those subjects, which basically means to be top 11% in them. How well I'm doing in those studies is